I'm reminding you that these 17 principles of personal achievement by Napoleon Hill are based on his book and on his lectures, which you can also find on the internet and on YouTube. So we are working only with the lessons from the linguistic point of view. We are looking at the content, of course, but we're also looking at on the speech patterns. So, and we are studying the speech patterns, we are repeating them, we're making up sentences in order to make these speech patterns part of our own conversation skills, of our own language. Last time we did lesson 1. Am I right?
Yes.
We did lesson 2. Gihan, you agree? Do you agree? We did lesson 3. And we also did lesson 4. And we stopped here, going the extra mile. Today we will continue and we will look at lesson 5, pleasing personality. Have you heard such words as pleasing, to please? What does it mean to please? To please? Yes. To be pleasant. That's right. What else? How else can you explain, what kind of synonyms can you suggest for pleasing personality? What kind of personality is pleasing? Can we say that pleasing personality is a nice personality?
Yes.
Yes. Also, have you heard this word? Yes. Say it again.
Enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Enjoyable. Yes.
Yes. What else? Maybe positive.
Yes. Positive person.
Pleasing person. Can pleasing personality be sincere? Yes.
What?
Sincere. Do you know the word sincere?
Sincere.
Do you know the word sincere? Yes. Sincere.
Yes.
Can you see these words? Can you see these words on your screen?
Yes.
Sincere. Can also a pleasing personality be, let's say, what other features, what other personal traits, human traits can you suggest for a pleasing personality? Can such person be friendly?
Yes, friendly.
What about, okay, we said sincere. What about honest? Yes, honest and frank. Yes. So if this person tells you about your project or tells you about, advises you something, yes, tries to help you, you can believe this person. Yes? So all these traits are part of being a pleasing personality or having a pleasing personality. Let's read this sentence. Personality is the sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one from all others. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. Gihan, read please.
I can see screen.
Okay, let me check the screen.
It's okay.
Yeah, can you see the screen now? Can you see the screen? No.
No.
Akmal, can you see the screen?
Yes, I see.
Yes, you can. Do you want me to read once again?
It's up to you.
Okay. Personality is the sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one from all others. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. Read, please.
Should I read?
Yes, please.
So, personality is the sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one for all others. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others.
Overall, it's not bad, but you are missing your English sounds, the. Yeah? And there are quite a few of them. Yes, there are quite a few of them here. Yeah? So take care of your the sounds.
Okay.
Gehan, can you repeat these two sentences, please?
Okay.
Yes, please read these two sentences, Gehan. Personality is the sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one from all others.
Unfortunately, I can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen. Okay, let me see if I can
Maybe
help you. Maybe I can. What can I do for you? I don't know. Can you see it now?
No.
Gihan should click to the screen, Svetlana. Then,
Okay, can you?
then she or he, then she can see the screen.
Gihan, can you click on my box here? On my name?
I found it now.
Oh, great.
I read.
Yes, please.
Personality is a sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one from all others. It is a factor.
Yes.
It is a factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others.
So it's very important, isn't it? So it's the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. Since we're talking about the personality, yes, let's look at these 5 personality traits. They are called big 5 personality traits. So, a good person, a pleasant person, yes, should be what? Open. And also look at this picture, at this one. You can see the same colors in this picture. Yeah? So a person should be open. A person should be reasonably extroverted, which also means open, and a person who is able to display, to manifest his feelings, his thoughts. Conscientious. Conscientious is a synonym to the word reliable. Reliable, probably good faith person, diligent person, a person who understands the responsibility. Stable. Stable. What is stable? Stable is synonyms to the word stable is what? Like steady, maybe also reliable, isn't it? So this person doesn't change every day, so you can't even recognize him. He is the same all the time, more or less the same, yeah? Which makes him stable, which makes him reliable. Agreeable. Agreeable is pleasant, is friendly, is probably also pleasant, positive, enjoyable, sincere. All of these qualities are part of this. Can you please, Akmal, read these 5 big personality traits?
What?
Can you see them?
Yes, I see.
Yes. Now, just read these qualities, these traits.
open, big five personality traits: open, extroverted, conscious, stable, agreeable.
Conscientious.
Uh-huh.
Conscientious means understanding responsibility. So you don't have to remind this person. He knows that he has to do it, to do something. A person who understands the responsibility. Okay. Now let's look at this sentence. Yeah. By the way, Gihan, would you like to read these 5 traits?
Okay. The big five personality traits: open, extroverted, conscientious, stable, agreeable.
Here is the transcription of the word conscientious, and I will ask both of you to repeat this word. Conscientious. Please repeat this word, Akmal.
Conscientious. Conscientious.
There is no second N. Conscientious. Yes, Gihan, conscientious. Wonderful. Okay, now let's look at the sentence. Personality is the sum of total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits and habits that distinguish one from all others. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. I will copy this sentence and open a new slide so we have more space to work with. So personality is something. Instead of the word personality, you're going to use another word. Something is the distinguish one from others. Something that distinguishes one from all others. Something that distinguishes. We will take this part of the sentence because this part of the sentence is very English. Something that distinguishes one person or one thing from all others. Let's make this sentence complete. This is something that distinguishes one. So one can be also him or me or an object. Okay? So it can be a person or an object from all others. Now, please make up a sentence, an example, using this pattern. For example, singing is something that distinguishes me, or maybe not just singing, or maybe good voice. Let's say we're talking about an opera singer. Voice is something that distinguishes this singer from all others. Which singer can you think of whose voice is so different from others that when you hear his voice or her voice, you can say immediately that this is this person, this is this singer, and nobody else. Voice is something that distinguishes this singer from all others. Let's choose a name for this part, for this singer. let's say in the classroom we have Gihan, who is from Tunisia, and we have Akmal, who is from Samarkand, from Uzbekistan. So, is there a singer, a very well-known singer, maybe a group of singers, maybe a group like the Beatles, or maybe there's a singer like what was her name, as a female singer, very, very famous in the Arab world. So we all know her. That's the. Can you remind me, Gihan?
We have Amr Diab.
Yes, and the one, another one, like what's her name? The Arab singer.
Shada Khalid.
Yeah. Akmal, do you know any Arab singers? Very famous Arab singers?
No,
Top Arab
I don't.
singers. Okay, let's look at this list. Amr Diab, Mohammed Munir, Tamer Hosni, Mohammed Hamaki, Wad, Nancy, Kadim, Fayrouz. What about Fayrouz? Akmal, have you heard about Fayrouz, the Arab
Yes, I
singer?
think yes, a little bit. I think.
Okay, great. At least if you know her name, that's fine. So we can say that voice is something that distinguishes Fayrouz from all other singers. Okay? Can we say so?
Yeah.
Gihan, do you
Yes.
agree?
Yes.
Good, excellent. Now let's make up another sentence. I will ask you to make up your own sentences using the same structure, the same pattern. This is something that distinguishes me from everybody else, or from all others. Gihan, think about yourself. Is there anything that distinguishes you from your friends?
Hardworking is
Yeah.
something that distinguishes. Is something
Okay, there's something that
distinguishes
me
me
from
from
my
all.
friends. Oh, from all of my friends. Yes, you can say from all of my friends. Yeah, let's not be too modest. Let's be truthful. I can say that, yes, that's true. Akmal, what else can you say, or what can you say about yourself?
About myself,
Yeah, don't be modest. There are only 3 of us here. Just be truthful. Don't be modest. Be truthful.
kind
Be honest. Kindness.
kindness
Wonderful.
is something that distinguished me from my
Distinguishes.
from all distinguishes. Yes.
From all
From
others, or from all?
from all, maybe.
From all? No, from all other, let's say, maybe from all friends, maybe again. No, friends, we already used friends. From all other people who I know. Okay. Any more examples? Okay, now let's look at the second sentence. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. Let's try and make up another sentence looking at this one. Please answer my question.
Can you repeat one more?
Yes. It is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. This personality. Personality is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others.
Should I give example?
Yes, please, try.
Okay. Can you give your example?
My example. It is, let's say, it is the factor, yes, it is the factor, or it is the reason, yes, that explains whether, it explains whether or why one is preferred or not by others. It is the reason that explains why one is, or let's say, one is,
It is.
yeah, it is the reason that explains why something is chosen, why something is preferred over other things. Something is preferred over other things. Yeah, we changed this sentence a little bit. But still, the first part of the sentence remains the same. It is the reason that explains. Yeah? It is the reason that explains, or it is the reason that stands behind my choice. Behind my choice. For example, it is the reason that stands. The reason. The reason why I chose. The reason why I chose this school or university. Let's say. Okay. I think. Yeah. Now, can you make up your own example looking at this last sentence? It is the reason why I chose this school or university or college. Or my parents chose this university or college. Okay. Gihan, are you listening? Yes.
Loving
So,
English
yes.
is
This, yes. Yes.
is the reason why I joined university. My
Yes.
university or my college.
Why I joined my university. Okay. Other words here would be I joined, I enrolled.
Yeah.
In my university. Okay, wonderful. And we want to hear, yes, one example from Ahmad.
So, my example.
Yes. Look at this one. This one is
Okay.
simple. More simple.
Interesting innovation. It is the reason why I'm working at the airport, maybe.
Okay. It is the innovations. Okay, let's see. For modern innovations are reason. No, okay, let's see. For modern innovations are the main reason. Very interesting. You know, there is this agreement between subject and predicate. Why I work at the airport. It's not a very good sentence. You see, this structure of the sentence, it is the factor that determines whether one is liked or disliked by others. So we're talking about personality, and then we call the personality it. So we use a pronoun instead of personality. Well, you can say that there are a lot of modern innovations in the airport. Right? There are a lot of modern innovations at the airport. Yes. It is the reason, it is the factor, yeah, that determined, yeah, why determined my choice of the job. My choice of the job. There are a lot of more innovations in the airport. This sentence is much better. It is the reason, yeah, that determined my choice of a job. Yeah, or it is the reason why I work at the airport. It is the reason why I work
The meaning
at the airport. Innovation is like engineering things.
New
Innovation is technologies. Yes.
new technologies, yes.
Yes, exactly. So innovation is new technology. Wonderful. This wasn't very easy, but we pulled it off. Personal initiative. Lesson 6 now. Are we already at lesson 6? We did this one. We did going the extra mile. Yes, we did this one, pleasing personality. And now we are doing this one. Personal initiative. Personal initiative. Do you understand both words, Gihan? Personal and initiative?
the next one, what is the meaning of
Initiative. Initiative. Now look at these. Look at these two fish bowls, fish tanks, fish bowls. One is empty, and another one has several fish in it. Yes? And one of the fish jumps out. So this fish has the initiative. Yeah? Something to do the first. How would you describe initiative, Akmal? What
Maybe
is initiative?
like aim.
Yes. Can you say it again?
I think it's the aim.
Aim. Okay. Initiative is personal, individual effort, something that you do before others, personal effort.
Cannot believe.
Yes, personal effort when we do something that others don't. When you are the first. When we are the first.
Leader.
Yes? It is like leadership. It is like leadership because if somebody follows you, then it will be a leadership. If this fish jumps into another fish bowl and other fish do not jump after it, then you cannot call this fish a leader. But you can certainly call this fish the initiator, yes? Enthusiastic fish. So
Yes.
let's look at this lesson. Lesson 6 about personal initiative says, personal initiative is the power that inspires the completion of that which one begins. Okay, as the power, yes, that inspires the completion of of that which one begins. It is the power that starts all action. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own. To act on his own. Okay. Now I will ask you to read. Gihan, you please.
Okay. Personal initiative is a power that inspires the completion of that which one begins. It is a power that starts all action. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own.
Courage.
Courage
Courage. Starts. Yes. Learns. Wonderful. Very good. Akmal, you read, please.
I have one question for you.
Yes, please.
My colleagues want to join us. It's possible?
Yes, it is.
Is it possible?
It is possible. Does he have his own computer? Or will he just listen to what you're saying? Are you sharing a headset? Are you sharing your earphones?
Yes.
Good evening. If
Okay.
it's possible, we will sit together and
Good
join-
evening. What is your name?
My name is Shuhrat.
Shuhrat. Wonderful. Shuhrat, my name is Svetlana. And
Nice to meet
our
you.
other students, nice to meet you. Our other student's name is Gihan. And what we are doing now is we are reading carefully and beautifully the sentences. We are clarifying the meaning of the sentences. And then we are looking at the speech patterns, the structure, pieces of the sentence, which are very English, which we don't find in our mother tongues, in our other languages. Okay? And then we use those speech patterns to make up new sentences. I will show you this previous one. We have made up quite a few sentences here. Or this one, for example. Yeah. So now you will see how we do it. I wanted to ask you whether you understand the word completion, Akmal and Gihan. Do you both understand the word completion?
Completion.
Yes.
Yes. Completion. Fulfillment.
Yes, fulfillment and finishing something. Yes,
Mhm.
bringing something to the end, like completing, to complete, to finish.
Understood.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, now Akmal, read these sentences, please.
So, personal initiative is the am I right? Initiative
Yes, yes.
is the power that inspires the completion of the which one begins.
Of that, which one begins? You must stress this one.
I am from mobile phone. It's a little screen here.
Okay. Wait a second. What I will do is I will make it a little bit bigger, so you guys can see it better. Can you see it now? Can you see it better now?
Yes.
A little bit better, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Read this sentence or both sentences again, please.
Personal initiative is the power that inspires the completion of that which one begins. It is the that starts all action. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own.
On his own. Okay, so here we see one expression, on one's own. On one's own means independently. Independently. Yeah, exactly. That's correct. Now, will you please repeat the word completion?
Completion.
Completion, yes. Also, when you read English and your reading is not bad, it's quite good. But I can see that you make extra effort Yeah, you make extra effort to read, and then when you're driving and when you are a new driver, yes,
Yes.
for example, your hands are on the steering wheel and your feet are on the gas and on the speed, yes,
Yes.
but you forget to look at the mirrors, at the side mirrors, for example, because you're a new driver. So what I can see here is you're pronouncing everything correctly, your intonation is correct, but then you forget about the sound the. Yes? And this sound is very, very English. We must say the. Okay?
Okay.
Just pay attention to it. Shuhrat, read please these two sentences.
With pleasure. Personal initiative is the power that inspires the completion of that which one begins. It is the power that starts all action. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own.
On his own, that's very good. The only thing is you didn't stress that. Yeah? Completion of that which one begins.
Oh.
Can you repeat this sentence?
Personal initiative is the power that inspires the completion of that which one begins.
Of that which one begins. Okay, good. Now let's look at the speech patterns. Oh, first, do you understand these two sentences? No, there are three sentences. Do you understand all of the three sentences, Gihan? Personal initiative is the power that inspires the completion of that which one begins.
Yes,
do you understand
so.
this?
Yes, I think that
Gihan, do you understand this sentence?
Yeah.
Yes. It is the power that starts all action. So the initiative, personal initiative, is the power that starts all action. Akmal, do you understand this sentence?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's like an engine, isn't it? It's like the power. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own. Gehan, do you understand this sentence?
Yeah, I understand it.
Okay. Until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own. Okay, which part of these sentences shall we use as a pattern? It is the power that starts all action. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking. Okay, let's take this one. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking. I will put it here. I will make this little picture even smaller, so it doesn't distract us. And this one, let's make it bigger. Yeah. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking. Look at this sentence, focus your attention, and make up different sentences, new sentences with the same structure. Let's say, nothing is cheap until you produce it yourself. Maybe. Nothing is cheap until you produce it yourself. A person is free until he learns to do his own thinking. Nothing is cheap until it. I don't like it. Okay, look at the sentence again, because we want to repeat this structure. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking. Let's preserve this structure and just change some words. No person is, let's say, no person is strong, yes, until he starts, maybe until he starts, yes, until he engages in physical training, maybe. physical training, learns to do his own thinking. Learn to do one's own thinking. Now, this one's own thinking, his own thinking, and act on his own, one's independently, but also one's own means alone. We'll come to it. No person is strong until he engages in physical training, until he trains his muscles. Okay? He trains his muscles. The important thing here is what? Present indefinite that you use here. Can you see it? I will underline it. Until he learns, until he trains, until he does something else. Let's say no child, let's make up a sentence about a child. No child is happy until what? He or she. What makes children happy? Let's think of it. Yes?
This is toy. Or
Yes, until she plays maybe with other children. Yeah? Because can you imagine a child sitting on its own all day long? Yeah. So children are happy, something like this. Now you have two sentences now. No person is strong until he trains his muscles. Or no child is happy until he or she plays with other children. Yeah. Now make up your own sentence here. Gihan, Shuhrat, and Akmal. I want 3 sentences.
Person. Okay, no person is.
No garden is grown until the gardener works hard. Something like this.
No person is guilty until he or she.
Yes, until
He or she.
until his or her guilt is proven. Is this what you want to say?
Yes, until his guilt is proven in court. Yes.
Wonderful. I think you're a lawyer, Shuhrat. Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer.
No, you're not a lawyer. Okay, but that's a very good. Pardon?
This is, for example, I try to find some example for this.
Wonderful. That's fine. Yes, Akmal, your example, please. No person is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains the courage to act on his own. No person is something until he, you can use this part of the sentence, gains the courage, until he gains the courage to act on his own, to live on his own, to work on his own. Yeah? Nobody is maybe nobody is what?
I have no idea.
nobody is famous.
You have no idea. Nobody is famous
until he or she
yes.
practice more and more.
Okay, practice. Practice more and more. Yes. To become the best.
Doing something initiative.
Yes. Until he or she practices more. Yes, and becomes
doing something initiative.
Yes, and becomes the best. Maybe. What about this one? Nobody is famous until he or she practices more and more and becomes the best. Okay. And Gihan, can you repeat your example, the second half of your sentence? What you said?
he or she practice more and more and becomes the best.
And becomes what? The best? Did you say the best?
No.
You said something else. What was that you said? Can you repeat what you said?
Stop the word more.
More. You just stopped there.
Yeah.
No, but you see, nobody is famous until he, she practices more and more and becomes the best. That's how they, you can practice, but you will not become famous unless or until you become the best. Well, you can also say, look, you can also say the same sentence, make it a little bit shorter. Nobody is famous until he or she becomes the best. Akmal? Nobody is... okay. What?
Nobody is clever until
Yes.
he or she.
Yes.
Until he or she study.
Yes. Studies. And
Study hard. Study
and
hard.
what? Hard. Okay, studies hard. Studies hard. He studied hard. Can you say he studied hard? Studied a lot. I studied hard. I researched. Okay, it's not a very brilliant, it's not a very perfect sentence, but it is a sentence. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, great. I love this one. Positive mental attitude. So what's positive mental attitude? Positive mental attitude. Read this, the title of this sentence, of this lesson, please. Gihan. Positive mental attitude. Gihan?
Positive mental attitude.
Yes. Shuhrat?
Positive mental attitude.
Wonderful. And Akmal?
Positive mental attitude.
Attitude, yes. Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. So every word here is very important. As I said before, each of these sentences is based on a whole lecture or a whole book or a conversation with Napoleon Hill, right? That's why every word is very important. Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Yeah? Success attracts more success, while failure attracts more failure. So here the author uses parallel constructions. Akmal, repeat, please, read these two sentences.
Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Success attracts more success, while failure attracts more failure.
Good. Johan, read, please.
Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Success attracts more success, while failure attracts more failure.
Failure. Failure. Failure.
Failure.
Failure. And Shuhrat, read, please.
Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Success attracts more success, while failure attracts more failure.
So, all of you, three of you, do you understand the meaning of these two sentences? We don't have to explain words, or is there any word or any part of the sentence which is not clear? Johan, Shubrat, and Akmal.
Yes, maybe what positive mental attitude, or can you
Yes.
explain these words,
Okay.
please?
So the word positive, you understand what positive
Yes.
is. Yeah? Positive is what? Positive is not negative. Something that is
Plus.
good. Something, yes. Now, mental is what? Has to do with brain, with state of mind. State of mind. Yeah? Has to do or refers to the state of mind. Yeah? Now, attitude, the word attitude means what? It refers to the state of mind, and attitude is the state of mind as well. So it's outlook. Other synonyms? State of mind. State of mind. Now, let's see, how else can we explain it? Attitude. Attitude is like a disposition. Attitude. It's like relationship to something. It's a position. Yes, it's a point of view. Position, point of view. Point of view. It's the way you look at the world. Point of view, or the way you look at the world. Okay? Or on. Yes.
Is it synonym of creed?
Creed. Creed is closer to the word faith. Yeah. Also like principles.
I see.
Or convictions. Faith. Convictions. Conviction. Убеждение. Faith. Creed. It's a little bit closer to religion, and also principle. Yes, like the major principle. Major principle. Let's see. Creed. Attitude. You know what? Positive attitude can be a creed. Yeah? Positive attitude can be a creed. It can be a decision. A major decision. A major decision. You decide to be positive. Yeah. Whenever or whatever the circumstances are. That's why he says in all circumstances. Something happened, yes, and somebody else would feel really, really distressed and really upset, but not you, because you have already decided in the past that whatever the circumstances, you will always have a positive mental attitude.
I see.
Yeah? Mental, also psychological. Psychological. Yeah, refers to the state of mind. Positive is positive. Okay. Is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Attitude, outlook, point of view, the way you look at the world or at the situations. Yeah? For example, you're going to work in the morning and your child spills coffee on your shirt. Yes? It's up to you to make it even worse, yes, and give your child a row, yeah, maybe even smack your child, and maybe say something bad to your wife or to your children, or you can laugh and say, or you can say, it's okay, you know, it's not the end of the world, and you leave. As a result, you're not late to your work. But if you decide to show a more negative attitude, yes, more negative mental attitude, you might be late to work, and you might spoil your relations with your family. Something like that. Now let's look at this part of the sentence, or of this lesson. Success attracts more success, while failure attracts more failure. I find this sentence very simple to use to make up more sentences which remind or which look like this sentence in a structure. For example, let's say, what attracts more? Can you say that joy attracts more joy? More joy. Some people say that money attracts more money. More money. Yes. And now think about something negative. While failure attracts more failure. Think about something negative as well.
Rudeness.
Yes. Rudeness.
Attracts more rudeness.
Attracts more rudeness. Attracts more rudeness. Yes, because if you're rude to somebody, they will also be rude to you. Yeah. One more thing, you know, here in the previous slide, we said he or she several times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of he or she, you can also say they.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Like here, for example, he or she, you can say they. Nobody is clever until they study hard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here, Napoleon Hill says he, because, you know, when in time they didn't say he or she, they didn't say they normally referred to a person as he.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, doesn't matter. Let's do this one. Rudeness attracts more rudeness. Gihan, your example, please.
Negative one.
Yes.
Jealousy attracts more jealousy.
Can you repeat this word? I couldn't hear it. Can you repeat your word?
Jealousy.
Can you hear this word?
Read.
Yeah, Gihan, 1 second. Akmal, did you make up a sentence?
It should be negative.
Yeah, either negative or positive.
Kindness.
Whichever.
Kindness.
Yes. Wonderful. Yes. Very good. Gihan, your sentence, can you repeat it again?
I will say ambition. Ambition attracts more ambition.
Ambition. Okay. Ambition attracts more ambition. Good. While failure attracts more failure. So we forgot about this while. Yeah. If you're talking to your friend or you're talking to somebody who is younger than you and you're advising this person from your experience, yes, you can say joy attracts more joy, while what? Depression attracts more depression. More depression. And the meaning of this advice is that you're telling your child or you're telling your little brother or your friend that please be joyful. Yes, because joy attracts more joy. Don't be depressed because depression attracts more depression. Something like this. Right? Now, let's go back to this sentence and see what else we can do with this. Positive mental attitude is the right mental attitude in all circumstances. Okay, in all circumstances. In all circumstances. Let's make up a couple of sentences with this expression, in all circumstances. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make up a sentence using the expression in all circumstances? Like say, he is a reliable friend. He is a reliable friend, yeah? And we can trust him in any
situation.
Exactly. Yes, or circumstances, in any situation or circumstances. Very good, excellent. Okay, another example with in all circumstances, Johan. Akmal. In all circumstances. Yes. Maybe you are advising somebody to be brave, to be courageous, to have courage, maintain courage in all circumstances. Yeah? And positive attitude. Okay, your sentence, please. Yes.
Sorry, whom you asked, me or?
Yes, I asked Akmal. In all
Akmal.
circumstances. Yes.
In all circumstances.
And also, yes, Gihan as well.
Yes, and recover ambition, extraordinary ambition.
Now we're talking about this one. In all circumstances. You know, there is another expression which is very close to this. Under all circumstances. Which is also an expression which is also correct. You can say in all circumstances, and you can also say under these circumstances, they say. Okay, so these two expressions are not really the same.
Can I try, Sveta?
Yes, please.
Maybe I try to be always calm in all circumstances.
Calm in all circumstances. With this kind of sentence, you can also say under any circumstances.
In any, yeah, any will be better.
Yes, under any circumstances. Good. Akmal?
Okay.
Gihan?
So he.
Yes.
He wants.
Yeah. You're looking at this expression, right? In all circumstances.
He wants to be gentleman in all circumstances.
Wonderful. He wants to be a gentleman in all circumstances. Good. The next lesson is lesson 8. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is faith in action. Enthusiasm is faith in action. It is the intense emotion known as burning desire. Burning desire. It comes from within, although it radiates outwardly in the expression of one's voice and countenance. Countenance? Look at these words. Which words do you not know? If you don't know a word, let me know. Countenance is what?
Radiates and countenance.
Yes, expression expression, facial expression, countenance. What else? Outwardly. Do you understand the word outwardly? Outwardly.
Please explain.
Outwardly, yes. Outwardly means outwardly. Johan, can you explain this word outwardly?
Outside?
Yes. In appearance. In appearance. In
I
appearance.
can't see the
Outwardly.
screen.
You can't see the screen. Can you press? Can you press my name on your screen, Svetlana, which says Svetlana?
I press the person, but
Yes. Okay. Now.
okay. Okay. No, yeah.
Okay. Let's read these two sentences. Enthusiasm is faith in action. 3 sentences. Yeah? Enthusiasm is faith in action. These are very strong words. This is the explanation of the word enthusiasm. So if somebody asks you, what is enthusiasm? You can say it's faith in action. What is faith? We talked about faith, didn't we? We said that faith is creed. Yes, it is conviction. Yes, it is something in which we believe. It's our belief. It's our belief. It's our maybe trust. Okay, so enthusiasm is faith in action. Yeah, like for example, in action. I find it a very strong, a very powerful explanation. Something in action. I would say kindness or charity is love in action. Kindness and help, maybe when you help somebody, is love in action. Because people can say to each other, "Oh, I love you," etc. Yeah, friends can say that they love each other, that they care for each other. But if they don't help each other, then there is no, there is no friendship. It's love in action is faith in action. Faith. Right? So enthusiasm is faith in action. It is the intense emotion known as burning desire. This is what enthusiasm. I want Gihan to start reading, please.
Okay. Enthusiasm is free, convention, belief in action. It is the intense emotion known as burning this desire. Come from within, although it's it radicates outwardly in the expression of one's voice and
countenance.
Facial countenance. Facial expression. Complete or?
Yes, these are explanation of the words. Outwardly means in appearance. Yeah, how it appears. Kindness and help is faith in action. Kindness and help. Kindness is faith in action. Is faith or love and action. Good. Akmal, read please.
Enthusiasm is faith in action.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm is faith in action.
Yes.
It is the intense emotion known as burning desire. It comes from within all thought It radiates outwardly in the expression of one's voice and countenance.
Countenance. This is the translation. In the expression. In the expression. No. In the expression. In the expression. Yeah.
In the expression.
Okay. Shuhrat, enthusiasm is faith in action. It is the intense emotion known as burning desire. It comes from within, although it radiates outwardly in the expression of one's voice and countenance.
Enthusiasm is faith Enthusiasm is faith in action. It is the intense emotion known as burning desire. It comes from within, although it radiates outwardly in the expression of one's voice and countenance.
Radiate.
Radiate.
Radiate. Yes.
Radiates.
Rage. Maybe? Wait a second. Look at this look at this translation. Radiate. Radiate.
Radiates. Radiates.
Yes. Wonderful. Good. Much better. Now look at these nice quotes which I prepared for you. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Gihan? Gihan, can you read it? Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
Where is this?
Yes. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
Nothing
Can you see it?
great?
Yes.
No. Nothing
You
great
don't
was ever achieved with enthusiasm.
Without enthusiasm.
Without enthusiasm.
Yes, and there is one more. Knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch. Pulls the switch.
Knowledge
yes.
is power. Knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch.
Pulls the switch.
Pulls the switch.
Pulls the switch. Pulls the switch. It's like clicks the switch. You have a switch. When you enter the room, there's a switch. You can turn on the light and you can turn off the light. That's the switch which you click. Yeah? Pull the switch. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Wonderful. Now, Shuhrat, read this one and then this one.
So, knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
Brilliant. Akmal?
So, knowledge is power, but
Look at this.
enthusiasm.
No. Look at this. Look at this one. It's there. It's just there. Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's not an easy word. Some English words are tricky. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Enthusiasm. You are not supposed to know everything you're learning. Enthusiasm.
Knowledge is power, but enthusiasm pulls the switch. Nothing great was ever achieved. Не видно. Nothing great was.
Great, yes. Nothing great. I'll make it bigger. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Read it, please. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Akmal, are you there? Akmal, are you there? We can't hear you. Okay.
So
Akmal? Yes.
nothing. Can I read?
Yes. Yes, please. Nothing. Sir. Nothing.
Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm.
Akmal, you have to pay attention to your the and th. Nothing. Repeat. Nothing. No.
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Nothing.
Sir. Nothing. You're saying nothing. You're saying nothing. Yes, exactly. Nothing. Nothing. And without. Without.
Without.
Without.
Without.
Yes. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Enthuse. Enthuse. Okay. Lesson 9. Self-discipline. Self-discipline. Okay. We didn't talk about speech patterns here. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Nothing great was ever achieved. Nothing. Think about examples. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Right? So what can you say? How can you change this sentence? Nothing what? Nothing big, maybe? Nothing lasting. What is lasting? Lasting means long term, durable. Yes? Nothing. Okay, nothing valuable. Yes? Was ever achieved without what? Without nothing valuable was ever achieved without, maybe without kindness. Is it a good sentence? Do you like it? What is valuable? Valuable. Shuhrat, do you know the word valuable?
It means how I can explain this. Valuable means something that costs.
Yes, costs a lot of money.
Yes.
What else? Something that is very useful. Very useful. What else? Very precious. Yeah. Can you say that water is very valuable?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. But I have a very interesting question to all three of you. Which resource on the planet is the most valuable, or is the most precious? Which resource on the planet is the most valuable and precious, which is the same? They are synonyms. Can you answer this question?
You already told about this, that the water is, I think the water is
Okay.
the most valuable.
Are there other opinions? Other opinions? Are there other opinions? Any other opinions? Akmal.
Oil.
Oil. Good. What else?
Gold.
Yes. What else? Okay. Let me answer. Let me give you my answer. The most valuable and precious resource
Is life.
on the yes, life. What else? On the planet is the time of your life.
Oh.
And what? You know what? I use this expression for my marketing. Yeah, I say start learning English now. Yeah, because the most valuable and precious resource on the planet is the time of your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I also say, Stop learning English on your own. Find yourself a good teacher, because a teacher will what? Will speed up your learning. Yeah, will intensify your learning. You will learn much more and faster with a teacher. Okay, wonderful. So nothing valuable was ever achieved without kindness. Yes. Nothing. I want you to make up your own sentence with this. Look how many negative words are here in this sentence, and the overall meaning of the sentence is very, very positive. Right? Nothing, what? Nothing useful, maybe. Nothing, what? Nothing valuable, nothing precious, nothing. Nothing. Maybe nothing big. Yes. Yes.
Enjoyable. Nothing enjoyable.
Agreeable, enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
What is it?
Enjoyable. Yeah. Like you write it.
Or like attitude. Nothing enjoyable. Is this correct? Yeah. Nothing enjoyable correct. Was ever achieved.
Without
was ever achieved without what? Nothing enjoyable was ever achieved without, maybe without friends? Love, without family.
Yeah, without love.
Say without family. Yeah. Without love, yes. That's why love and friendship are so important. Without love and friendship, let's say, because these words go well together. Without love and friendship, care and what else? Care and maybe kindness. Okay. Now it's complete. Oh, good, excellent, wonderful. Thank you. Let's continue. Lesson 9: self-discipline. Self-discipline. Do all of you understand the word self-discipline?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Now let's read the lesson itself. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. With the mastery of thought. Yeah? So it begins with the discipline of thought, with the mastery. What is mastery? There are many meanings of the word mastery. What about this particular context? How do you understand the word mastery here?
Mastery.
It's like control, isn't it? It's like control, ownership. Yeah, you become a master of something. You become a master of your own thought. You can control your thoughts. Yes, you can focus. Yeah, ownership. Focus. You can focus your thought. Yeah? Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. If you do not control your thoughts, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions of your heart with the reasoning faculty of your head. Dears, please pay attention when you're reading. You need to stress not. You need to stress the negative particles, the negative parts of the sentences. Again, self-discipline begins with a mastery of thought. If you do not control your thoughts, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for, well, this is very, very English. Call for, it's a phrasal verb, so we will underline it. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions of your heart with the reasoning faculty of your head. Yeah. What is called for?
It's
Yes.
something like it must be harmony with your heart and your head. Something
Yes.
like
Wonderful. So balancing is harmony. Yes. The synonym for the word balancing is harmony. Call for, what is call for? Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions. What is the synonym for call for? Yes.
something.
What? Demand.
Appeal.
Call for desire, wish. What did you say? Did you say opinion?
Appeal.
Jihan?
Appeal.
Opinion. Can you say it again?
Appeal.
Why I don't hear you?
Demand.
Yes. Demand, require, call for. Yeah. Self-discipline requires a balancing. What demands? Yes, present indefinite demands a balancing. Yeah. So synonym is something that you can put instead of the word. Okay. Now, Johan, try to say it again. Maybe I will hear you now.
Appeal.
Again.
Appeal.
Been.
Need or need.
Can't hear you. Okay, let's see if we can hear you when you read. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. Who will read? Akmal, read, please.
Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thoughts. If you do not control your thoughts, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions of your heart with the reasoning faculty of your head.
Remember, we don't pronounce f. We say of your head.
Of your head. Okay.
Of your head. Now, this faculty is a tricky word. What is faculty? Faculty of your head. Ability. Capacity. Yes. Yes, very good. Now, Johan, let's see if we can hear you.
Yeah, hello?
Yes. Can you read it?
Okay. Self-discipline.
Yes.
Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. If you do not control your thought, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotion of your head, of your heart, with the reasoning faculty of your head.
Yeah, now I can hear you very well. Look at the word discipline. Self-discipline. No, discipline.
Discipline.
No, yes, discipline. Good. Shuhrat?
Yes. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. If you do not control your thoughts, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions of your heart with the reasoning faculty of your head.
Yes. Now, mastery.
Mastery.
Yes, very good. Now, let's have a look at the speech patterns. Are there any speech patterns which we could study? If you do not control your thoughts, you cannot control your needs. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of the emotions of your heart with the reasoning faculty of your head. Self-discipline begins with the mastery of thought. begins with the mastery of thought. Calls for a balancing. Well, I only see this calls for, which is a phrasal verb. We can use it and make a couple of examples. Call for, require, demand. Yes. Now look at this sentence. Self-discipline calls for a balancing of your emotions with the reasoning of your head. Yeah. Calls for. Make up a sentence using the word call for, require. Bear in mind, yes, remember that the context is rather philosophical. It's a philosophical context. Yeah, call for as a high style, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Calls for. Gihan, can you think of any examples with call for?
Maybe the lawyer is a lawyer.
Yes. The lawyer.
The lawyer calls for.
Yes, called for.
The innocent of his.
Look, required, demanded. Yes, demanded. The lawyer called for. You can say the lawyer called for silence, maybe. Yeah, the judge called for silence.
Not the lawyer,
Yeah,
the judge.
The lawyer or the judge called for silence. The lawyer can also call for silence if you know, if there are a number of clients and they are fighting with each other. A lawyer says, you know, he calls for silence. Be quiet, he says. Okay. Called for. If you say called for innocence, this is not the right context, and this is not the right kind of sentence you can make with the word call for. That's why you need to look at this sentence again and try and make up such philosophical sentence. Yeah, calls for. For example, let's say success, a long-term success, a long-term success, long-term success. Calls for patience, maybe. Calls for patience. What else? And stamina. Yeah, what is stamina? What is stamina? Stamina is strength. Yeah. Shuhrat,
Yes.
can you make up a sentence with call for?
Maybe I could continue the.
Yes.
It's how can I say?
Akmal, think of your sentence as well.
Okay.
Call for.
The man in the court called for justice for himself.
Yes. The man in the court called for justice. Called for justice. Required, demanded justice. Yeah. Called for justice. Called for justice. And fairness, maybe.
Can I make another
Yes,
example?
please. Yes.
Our life calls for hope, patience, and ambition, or hard work.
Patience, ambition. What else?
Hope.
You can say hope, yes, and hard work maybe as well. Actually, we have to work hard if you want to achieve something. Our life calls for patience, ambition, hope, and hard work. Is this what you wanted to say?
Our life
Is this the right sentence?
calls and hard work.
Is this correct?
Our life requires patience,
Yeah.
hope,
Yes. Ambition, hope, and hard work. Are you happy with this sentence?
um,
Are you happy with this sentence?
Our life calls for
No.
patience, ambition, hope.
No, you're not happy.
maybe we can
Yes.
I don't know.
It's fine. I like this sentence. Akmal, your sentence?
So, sinking man.
The man who was drowning in water?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The drowning man.
The
The drowning man called for
Call for help.
Wonderful. That's a good sentence. You see, call for can be used in a philosophical sense, like here. Yeah, our life calls for patience. It can be used in a very practical sense. The drowning man calls for help. Yes, okay, something else is left here. Can you read this beautiful sentence, please? Gihan.
Sorry, can you up a little bit?
Yes, of course.
Make it up.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Shuhrat?
Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment.
Accomplishment. Yes. Akmal?
Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment.
Is the bridge. Is the bridge.
Is the
Can I?
bridge.
No. You're saying is the bridge. That's what you're saying. Is the bridge. You know, in your mouth, there is a little step. Yeah. And you need to either ascend or descend, either climb up that step or step down on that step. Yeah. So discipline is the bridge. I compare this to climbing up one step. Is the bridge. Is the. Say it again. Is the. Look here. I want you to produce the right sound. Is the. What you're saying is, yes, what you're saying is the. What you say is the. Is the bridge. Is the bridge. Is the.
Is the bridge.
Now you're saying is the. I'm not going to say this forever. Just spend some time at home and work with your z sounds. Yeah? Is the, etc. Gihan, read this sentence, please.
Okay. Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment.
Accomplishment.
Is it right?
What is accomplishment? Yes, now it is correct. What is accomplishment? Accomplishment is success. It's achievement.
What you achieve.
Yeah? Yes, exactly. Accomplishment is achievement. What is it? What else? Achievement. What else? Success. Yeah? Accomplishment. Wonderful. Now let's continue to lesson, or shall we finish? Lesson 10 is accurate thinking. Napoleon Hill says that it's very important to think accurately. Accurate thinking. The power of thought. as the most dangerous or the most beneficial power available to man, depending on how it is used. Dears, we will finish here, yes, and we will continue next Thursday. Be ready and at your computers, wearing a headset. Yeah, I will put these slides, the slides which we did today. I will put them in the group. English for the Happy Souls. English for Happy Souls. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll see you next Thursday.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.